Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We had some script to be spoken about. Then I realized that this is a time when people are virtually having their one foot across the street to go have that food. And then there are two videos we want to unveil about something called Cyclops. So what is Cyclops? I will let Debra talk about it in a bit. I was just thinking around that there are ingredients and then there are recipes. And then there are chefs who come and they make certain dishes. And we like some dishes of some people and then we do not find some to be that appealing to us. So what is this Cyclops and what is this credit engine that we have crafted, we have curated, and if I have to use that word because we are talking about food cooked internally with these master chefs in line that we are going to unveil to you. This is the credit engine, one of its kind, without feeling and rather with a tinge of arrogance, I can say, this is first of its kind in the country. We have a very good confidence with what we have built for what purpose. Two things went into it. Everyone spoke about AI. The first thing that is gone into it is the customer primacy. We want to keep customer in focus at all point in time. And last but not the least, we do not want to have our sight moving away from margins. At the end of the day, this is a company which wants to deliver the best-in-class return to its equity shareholders. With these two key primacy of objectives, Cyclops has been curated. This particular credit engine has gone with a tremendous amount of effort in last 1 year, but the genesis of it lies in 30 years of existence of L&T Finance. There has been a rich data, and then there came a lot of richer insights into it. I would request our Chief AI and Data Officer, Debra, to speak about his views about this engine.
Hello. So a lot of you might have heard about Cyclops from yesterday's and today. Cyclops, the word Cyclops perhaps conjures up this image of the Greek one-eyed giant that can see everything. In a way, that is a good metaphor because this engine that we created, it not only looks at this narrow angle of just credit reports, but looks at all sorts of data and tries to understand from them this one-eye focus on how well a customer is going to do and then what is the right credit offering for them. We looked all across to various sources of alternative data, banking, payments, geolocation information, and so on and so forth. And that was Cyclops 1 for two-wheelers. Today, we are also here to talk about how it will do things for the farm segment, which is its next exciting journey where we are not just looking for data from the ground, but how it looks from a satellite. In brief, you see some keywords here. All of them are kind of summarized, and we are very proud to bring Cyclops as this next generation, transparent to the user, sharp underwriting engine that not only depends on this alternate data, but it actually delivers it at a lightning speed.
Yeah, Usha, briefly, if you can give some credit insights.
Thanks, Raju, for this. Of course, I think we have been speaking about Cyclops for the last 2 days, and there are multiple benefits. Some of it that comes to my mind, on top of my mind, is when a customer applies for a loan, what is it that he requires? It cannot be a one-fit-all offer. So Cyclops enables us to better our offers to the best of customers, and it also eliminates the worst customers out of our ambit. That's the first. And in our endeavor to kind of bring customers who have never been served in bureau, the ability to underwrite without too many documents is currently not available, which is possible through Cyclops trust signals, which helps us to bring customers more to the financial domain. Last but not the least, we use multiple ML score models, which are pretty advanced in compared to what we were doing about 2, 3 traditional models, which gives the best offer to the customers.
Thank you, thank you. So when it comes to two-wheeler, I recall my own experience of buying a two-wheeler. It was almost 30 years ago. I was a young lad at that point in time, wanted to buy a scooter because that fitted in the budget. And it took exactly 9 days to get that loan from one of the reputed NBFCs at that point in time. And now here we are talking about Bibi, you as a business head of two-wheeler. You mentioned the other day to me that we have had cases where we have sanctioned loan in less than 1 minute. Would you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I would like also you to experience it in 9 seconds because that time it take 9 years. You are still young. You will get from the Cyclops. In fact, we are pleasantly delighted with the three-dimensional approach and the substantial benefit it is giving on the customer assessment. Because of this, we are also getting three-dimensional benefit. One, from the customer point of view, when we look at, customers are getting enhanced LTVs because of their credit assessment. That is giving us benefit to the dealers because on the conversion rate. And for us, the benefit is also coming because of the better credit quality of the customer. So we are very excited about it. We have seen the early results now. So I think it will go a long way.
Without much ado, let's have AV for two-wheeler Cyclops. The hallmark of a good organization is to replicate the success and the innovation which you see as something that is going to make the change in the future that is foreseeable, is to replicate that in other products, which is where we thought if we have got the great credentials and the success from this side, why not have that for other product of ours, which is farmer finance. And that's how we decided to replicate it. I will request Siddharth to speak about it as to what led to this.
Sure. Thank you, Raju. So couple of things which we thought about implementing it for farm finance. So the business that we are in and the customer segment that we cater to, it's extremely important for us to go beyond the traditional sources of information, add as much of various non-conventional data sources, assimilate that, make meaning out of that for better credit decisioning. And Cyclops does exactly that for farm finance product. I'll give you an example. We are using satellite data. And as part of that satellite data, we are trying to capture and analyze what kind of water reservoir levels are there, what is the rainfall level, what kind of soil conditions are there, what kind of cropping patterns are there. And based on all of this, we have a fairly good understanding of farm health. And when I toss in, say, geographical data and economic data, for example, link it to MSPs and village-specific details, then we have a next leg where we have an understanding of income potential of customer and risk associated with it. So better credit worthiness assessment. And like that, we have many other alternative data sources. And what Cyclops does in the end is that it blends all of it, takes it with the bureau data and the banking data and gives us a complete profile of the customer. And that's what makes it extremely unique. And we can say is that it's like extremely powerful next-gen credit decisioning engine. Dhananjay, would you like to add something to this from tech perspective?
So thanks, Siddharth. I think talking about Cyclops tech itself is going to be a very, very deep topic. But I would like to touch base, Raju, if you permit me quickly. Everyone has been talking about Cyclops from business perspective, right? We talked about Cyclops two-wheeler, which has its own data sources, all kinds of data that we talk about. Cyclops Finance brings in data that Siddharth talked about, satellite data and the rest of the other data. Now imagine all this we are talking about, and each one is inviting all kinds of technology in the mix of it. From technology perspective, when we started building this about 6-7 months back, one of the things that we had is how can we productize it? And that was the most difficult part of Cyclops journey, is that how do we make sure that we go and productize. It is not at all a project for us. Productizing meaning that once we build it, we should be able to build other things very, very quickly. With the most, what we call it is velocity side of product, which we have two-wheeler, the most complex side of product, which we have farmers in terms of data that we collected. The aspect of technology has been covered in these two products. And as a result, we have been able to assimilate all kinds of technology that exists at this point in the world today to make this a real product. So it is, as we look at some of the other products that we have in lined up, whether it's SME, personal loan, or some other loans and other LOBs that we're talking about, I think building them is going to be a probably, just a quick journey, assimilation, and then bring it back and stitching it. So rolling out other business and of course running it like a factory model is going to be what we are looking at Cyclops in terms of our journey. I think that's a quick one.
Yeah, that's great insights, Siddharth and Dhananjay both. Thank you so much. Rohit, you are a business head of farmer finance. I am a farmer, so I like you more because of that as well. So what exactly led for you to find insights and the benefits of Cyclops for the farmer finance?
It's very simple, sir. I put it very simply. With the entire ability that this system has been built in to compile the data, which they just spoke about, so many things altogether, and give insights, meaningful insights, I think this will take L&T Finance way ahead of others on the credit risk parameters. Now, for me, this is epitome of excellence and our promise of innovation that is going to be delivered through Cyclops.
Great. Very well summed up. Why not we all have a look at then the AV? I will not lie to you. I had not seen this AV myself. Actually, I wanted to have a look at it at the same time as you all will look at it together. When that farmer, with that stressed look at his face, touched that blue color bonnet of the tractor, believe you me, that touching of those fingers or that bonnet literally touched the core of my heart. That is what we want to make a difference in the lives of our customers. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. There is a booth over there. Please do visit our Cyclops booth. Thank you so much.